Hi, Rina Makhdoom here, Enhance Women on the Outside to ignite the inside and help them achieve their dreams and goals. Today's topic, how do we deal with people that are hard to deal with? We live in this amazing world where we have a lot of wounded people, and wounded people sometimes need attention. One of the easiest ways that we can deal with people that are hard to deal with or difficult is to give them some attention. Usually some sense of touch will do it, even if our kids are acting up or we have a friend that's acting up, putting a hand on the shoulder or a hand on the elbow will usually do it. But then there's a lot of people we just can't touch like that, right? You just can't go around touching everybody to help them calm down. How do people deal with stress and anger? What can we do with that? The first type of difficult person is what I call when they get super angry when they're stressed out. So maybe they are raging and start yelling at everybody. They need an emotional trash can. They're going to do that, or they just explode and they can't handle their own emotions. So they dump them on everybody around them, everybody in the group. They're mad at the store clerk. They're mad at the weather. They're mad at the government. It doesn't matter. When we're dealing with these kind of explosive people, just understand this is a learned behavior from childhood, and they're probably always going to do this. So we don't have to, engage in it. I would protect myself either with distance, where you just walk away, or if you have to stay in that environment and deal with it, then what I deal with an explosive person is I just picture white light or purple light all over me, and the words are just bouncing off, and you don't want to internalize all that anger, because they just need to dump it somewhere, and they think that by dumping it, they will feel better. And truth is, they are venting, so they will feel better, but that doesn't give them the right to hurt somebody or to dump it on you, where we have to take another burden, and then, we're frustrated going into our next meeting, or we're frustrated when we come home with our families. No. If you're going to stay within vicinity of someone that's in an explosive angry mode, then go ahead, protect yourself, and don't let it penetrate your emotions, your mental state, your amount of joy you're feeling that day. Don't let any of that get touched. The next type of people that are really difficult are the ones that are indecisive, because we ask them what they want and they never make a decision. What we need to understand is no decision is a no decision. If they're not making a decision, the decision is no. For example, perhaps you're selling them a big ticket item, a car or a house. They're not making a decision, then the decision is no. Don't think that, oh my gosh, they have to think about this. They have to think about this proposal, or they have to think about the document I sent over. If they are not making a decision, then the answer is no. When I deal with someone that's indecisive, that keeps stringing you along, call me next week, a friend who maybe I've set up 2 or 3 times to meet and they don't keep showing up, whatever it is, then in my head, it's a no, okay? If you make a commitment, you can't show up. If you know that someone's waiting on a decision and you can't make it, then the answer is no. And these people, I consider them hard to deal with because they keep telling you what you want to hear, right? I just need a couple more days. Give me 10 more minutes. Let me call my sister and I'll get back to you, whatever it is. But they postpone the decision, and we're still in limbo, right? Because we need the decision. Can you come to the concert with me? I'll get back to you Friday. Okay, I have to check with my mom. What's the weather going to be like for this event? Those kinds of things. And they're not making a decision. The decision's no. And I would take the no decision and move on. The next type of people that I think are tough to deal with are people that see the glass as half empty. They either see all the problems, or they complain about all the problems, or they just see the worst parts in people. These people, they consider themselves, it's kind of like a badge of honor of being a realist. And the whole point of being a realist is to see everything that's going wrong in life, which is fine, but they're also missing out on everything that's going right in life. And frankly, complaining about stuff never changed anything. if we're going to sit and complain about our jobs and never switch jobs, we're always going to have a job that we complain about. And if we complain about the way someone treats us and never let them know, then we'll still probably get treated the same way, because how are they supposed to read our mind that we don't like the way we are being treated? Complainers, people that see the glass half empty, that's a position that they have taken, and it's really hard, in my opinion, to be around them, especially if you have big goals, because it's an energy drain. When I am dealing with someone that's a complainer or a blamer, I cut my time again with them. I feel complainers and blamers have a time limit. So maybe I can put up with 5 minutes of it, or 10 minutes, or an hour, it doesn't matter. But I will put up with a short time of complaining and blaming, and then it's time for me again to take care of myself, to take care of my boundaries and move away. Another type of person that's a little tough to deal with is someone that knows everything. Every time you try to tell them something, they know everything about everything, and they are not coachable, they are not teachable, and they are not trained. I think about someone like that in my life that was having a lot of issues with their children, and I tried to give her some advice about her kids. She said at that point, I didn't have any kids. She's like, what do you know? I'm the one with the kids. You don't know anything. Well, anyways, all the advice I told her about her kids and the problems they were going to have in the future, unfortunately, came true. But she was so busy knowing everything about everything that she did not even have the ability to hear me. When you're dealing with someone that's an expert in the entire planet, I would just say let them be an expert, because this is a defense mechanism where they don't want to fail. It's not okay for them to fail, and so they are going to pretend that they know everything and that their opinion is fact. And whether it's researched or not, just let them be the expert. And if you want some real information, that's probably not the person to go to, because they are so invested in their answers, they may not know the truth or how to really give valuable information. Another type of person that I feel is difficult to work with is someone that basically says yes, that yes man thing. I do say yes to a lot of things, but I follow through when I say yes to a lot of things. These people will agree with everything, but they don't actually execute. So they're going to, you tell them you need the report done by next week, they say yes. 2 weeks go by, no report, no reply, you don't know what's going on. You agree to meet up for lunch. They say yes, you send them your calendar, you send them dates, you call a couple of times, they keep saying they'd love to have lunch, but they never do it. They say yes. It's not like they're indecisive where they don't say yes and they don't say no, and they say they need more time, but they say yes and they don't execute. This is where someone is trying to buy love. They did not get the love they needed as a child or the love they wanted in their life. They are trying to buy love, and they think by doing what you want them to do, what they think you want them to do, by agreeing to everything, they are going to be more lovable. But they don't understand that when they don't follow through, that they lose that love. Let's just say you have a concert Friday night, and this yes person agreed to watch your children on Friday night. And you are excited because now you can go to the concert and your children are taken care of. Of course, Friday afternoon, they call, something came up, they have to work late, they're going out of town, they got visitors coming in, whatever it is, and then they leave you hanging. Once I see this behavior pattern, and I'll do the old baseball, 3 strikes and you're out. Once you do it 3 strikes, then I am going to understand that this is how you operate, this is how we operate together, and I'll know whether to rely on you in the future or not. But be aware of these behavior patterns, right? And be aware of how they affect you. And then also be aware that you are the one that needs to execute your boundaries to keep yourself in a great mental and emotional and physical conditions. Just because someone is difficult and it's a relationship, you don't have to deal with them. They'll automatically push people away. I think so many times we'll take on these people out of obligation, and a relationship out of sheer obligation, no joy, no give and take, is not a good relationship. So look at these relationships that are sheer obligation and really decide how much time, how much energy we want to put into them. My name is Rina Makhdoom. If you would like our free self-help guide, definitely click the link below or scan the QR code, and we will see you on the next video.